standing a bit taller, I feel like I'm balanced into the slope. I'm feeling the turn a little less severe as I control the club face. The downhill lie. How we stand to this, how we think about playing this shot, and some of the important things just to consider when you're swinging. Okay, so I've got a ball below my feet lie. It's not a long shot. It's probably only 120 yards. Now, what you've got to consider when the ball's below your feet is firstly, the staying down long enough to be able to get the strike you want. It's going to put an extra strain on your back, and it's going to be a little bit harder to turn through. So you need to do these things in the setup to allow for that. Bend the knees a little bit more and grip the full length of the club. Aim a bit left is the next thing, all right? You're going to allow for a pull. There's probably going to be a little bit of a fade as the club is longer. So with a lofted club, it's not going to fade as much as a straighter face club, but aim left to allow for a left or right shot. So be careful you're not aiming into a hazard or anything on the left-hand side. Aim safely. It should fade, but there's a chance of you as you turn through in an extra effort to get back up the hill and not fall forward. There might be an extra effort in that movement and you might close the face a little bit. I've got a wedge shot here. It's not going to do a whole lot. It's even harder to stay down as the club is quite short anyway. So sit back into the hill a little bit more on the heels. Bottom back, knees bent, full length of the club. Make some swings where you don't go full length. We don't want to try and hit this shot hard. Your goal when you're actually ready to hit it is still contact with an extra effort to stay down. So make sure you warm up with some swings that are based heavily around that left hip turning. So sit back in the heel, get your balance point, full length of the club, extra bend in the knees and feel lower. In that position we can't do a full swing. So just feel like you're just concentrating on a 3/4 length. Stay down. Make some good practice swings to get that strike you want, get that blueprint swing. Then aim left to allow for a little bit of fade and commit to the strike. Extra thought on turning through the impact area. Make sure you get the strike, so don't go flat out. Extra focus on the left hip turning to keep you balanced into the slope. You've made your adjustments which are lower, so swing shorter to make sure you can stay down and get that contact. Now when the ball's above your feet, it's obviously closer to you, so you stand taller. Depending on the severity of the slope, grip accordingly. Down the handle as the ball is closer to you, feel like you're perpendicular to the slope, so lean into it a little bit, get the weight a little bit more on the ball / toe side of your feet. Now obviously our goal is contact. We want to make sure we hit it well. Don't force any of these shots. Above heel lie, ball below your feet. Just swing within yourself because we're changing our swing a little bit. We don't want to sacrifice the strike. Tendency will be a right to left shot or maybe a pull. So allow for that if you can, aiming right. Depending on the loft and the club you're using for the range of shot you've got, you can open the face a little, and that's probably better with the 8-9 wedge range shots. Open the face a bit to allow for it. This of course will go a bit higher, but can help keep the shot from pulling on you. Now the tendency to pull is because the face, the more up the slope you are, will aim left. Doesn't seem much, but it's enough to put 10-15 yards left on the direction that you want it to go. Also, with the commitment to get the strike in hip rotation, that can also get you pulling a little bit and falling back down the slope. So when you practice swing, focus on a 3/4 length shot, 3/4 length swing should I say, where you're within yourself. You're only going back to halfway, getting the strike you want, feeling like you can kind of control the strike and direction, allowing for that little bit of right to left. Have 2 or 3 practice swings where you feel as if it's the commitment you want within balance based on the severity of the slope, and then go ahead and hit your shot. So I'm down the handle, I'm standing a bit taller, I feel like I'm balanced into the slope, I'm feeling the turn a little less severe as I control the club face. And because I opened the face just a little bit, it stayed quite good on my line, bounced a bit short, ran up to front edge. So don't expect it to be perfect, you just want to get out of that awkward stance successfully without a misplaced shot that goes into trouble. Hope this helps. Catch you in the next one.